it's really changed my life, from the 3 days shaking.
Right.
It's opened to me new feeling that I'd never experienced before, which is
Mm.
grounding, feeling happy without anything, uh,
Hmm.
feeling expanded, you know, uh, the
Mm.
brain I feel expanded more than usual.
All right. Hello, everybody. I am honored to be sitting down today with my colleague, Mohammed Salah, based in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. And I'm here in Boulder, Colorado, as usual. And Mohammed and I were colleagues in the TRE, Tension and Trauma Releasing Exercises community. And Mohammed is the first certified TRE provider in the Arab region. He's certified in Thailand. We'll hear that story in a few minutes here. But he's also the founder of TRE Arabia, which is an organization to promote the education in TRE within the Arab region. And Mohammed and I are working together to help grow and spread TRE within the Arab Peninsula. So, Mohammed, real pleasure to sit down today and hear your story, your journey with TRE. That's the goal for our conversation.
The pleasure is mine, Alex. I'm honored to be in your program and the podcast. And yeah, it's honored to work with you also. And thank you for your support for to help me to spread the TRE to 22 countries. And
Right.
I think, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Good. Well, we have a lot to talk about because we're going to talk about sort of some of the upcoming programs, a workshop in Dubai that Dr. Berselli will come for,
Right.
and then some new certification trainings beginning later this year that I'm going to participate in. So we'll talk about the future, but let's talk about the history for first. Can we do that?
Yes, we can. Uh, it
So so
started,
so
yeah.
go ahead.
I remember when I was working in Thailand in Rehab Center, I met my provider, my trainer, Lorian. She's from Canada. She's
Right.
a nice soul, and I recognize her grounding. So the first I met her, and
Right.
she's so grounding, non-judgmental, and I was admire her personality and how she calm, and she doesn't fake it. She's really calm,
Right.
and that's the first time I heard about TRE from
Uh-huh.
her. And I sit with her for hours, and she talk about TRE and the modality.
Mm.
And then she asked me to join them in the class. And they have also
Right.
the training program. It was in the first of 2016 in January.
Mm. Mm.
So it was for me the first time I tried TRE in the training program. So
Mm.
it was 3 days in physical before the online.
Mm.
So so the second day, that's what I feel the difference in TRE. The first day I was, what is this shaking? So like I'm doing this people what is this hocus pocus things, I
Right.
don't understand it, How, am I do this? Is my body? I was questioning the process, and I was
Right.
looking at it, different perspective, and I understand now how the client the
Right.
first time when they try TRE, how they see it, because the thinking brain was resistant
Right.
the idea of shaking. So the second day,
Right.
I shaked for the fourth time because we shake twice a day, and then in that
Right.
night I slept very deep. I never slept a night like this
Mm.
before. Even I try
Mm.
to wake up, find it very hard to wake up. So,
Mm.
and I went directly to the Lorian and asked her about this deep sleeping. And she told me, yeah, congratulations. This is the first result happened to you. So, and the third day also,
Right.
I experienced the people they tried TRE before, the dissociation, phase in nervous system. I was laughing uncontrollably,
Right.
you know, and she stopped me in that time,
Did you say laughing?
laughing uncontrollably, you
Laughing.
know,
Yeah.
laughing,
Yeah.
and I was feeling high. So she stopped
Right.
me, and I was angry. You know why you stopped me? I feel good. She told me, yeah, because you feel good, you stop. And she learned. Taught me this is a freeze response to the nervous system, and we need to regulate the nervous system, and I learned from my experience. And then
Uh,
after that, I feel this high for 2 weeks, you know,
mm,
and it's really changed my life, from the 3 days shaking. Um,
right.
it's opened to me new feeling that I'd never experienced before, which is
Mm,
grounding, feeling happy without anything, uh,
mhm,
feeling expanded, you know, uh, the
mm,
brain I feel expanded more than usual, and
mm,
also slow up the reaction to our things. The way I talk
right.
also is changing a lot. And I remember also when I came in Model 2, that's Model 1. Model 2 after one
Mhm,
month and a half,
mhm.
and she noticed the difference because in Model 1, I was talkative and I like to
Yeah.
share, I like to, grab attention and all that. So in Model 2, I was
Right.
sitting and listening, more than, you know, uh, interrupting and all
Right.
that. So it's huge. It's huge changing, you know. Um,
Mm,
also, it's make difference. Also, the way I communicate with people, it's increased the empathy
mm,
more than before,
mm, mm.
and active listening. Before I read about active listening in the university, a lot about the active listening. I know what is active listening, but I didn't uh, experience it until I did TRE. Um, because
I
really
see.
it's helped me to reduce a lot of anxiety, a lot of like people pleasing traits, you know attention seeker,
Right.
you know and it's all came from trauma,
Yep.
you know
Yep.
and it's the
Mm,
beautiful things that I experienced also is I didn't record the trauma to release it. you know I released the trauma and I released
mm,
the behavior that been consequences of the trauma. So it's like a
mm,
attention seeker, all that. It came from my trauma.
mhm,
So I noticed there is a
mm,
big gaps now, and there is a negotiation space. That's why I can
mm.
ask myself, should I do this? Or should I say this or not? You know. So before
Right.
I used to act directly, to the behavior, but now I have
Right.
this window or a small room to negotiate, and it's came in a split of second,
Mm,
and the decision became faster
mhm.
and faster with days. And I I remember this time it's like the honeymoon of the TRE, because it's like everything is fresh, all the result is fresh,
Right.
and the way also that the shaking travel to the body also was fresh, and every time is exciting when it's transferred from the
Right. Right.
lower
Yeah.
body to the upper body. It was amazing experience. Yeah, and it's
Mm,
feel great every
mm.
time when I do this, and still I have results, but the honeymoon phase it was amazing. It's unforgivable,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so
That's wonderful. What,
yeah.
Mohammed? What was your work when you met Lorianne and you found TRE? You were working in the rehab centers.
Right.
what was your role there? What was your
I
job?
was recovery coach. I was working with people, uh, and especially because we were opening Arabic center in the rehab center itself. So that's why they bring me.
Mhm.
Before rehab center, I was in marketing and business administration. But I accept this adventure to go to Thailand and to be participate in opening the Arabic center. And I accept this job
Yeah.
because I like to deal with people more than Excel sheet. So, uh, and it was amazing jobs. I like these days. And after the TRE transformed my life also with this job, with this career. So from a full-time employee, I became a part-time with the rehab center, and
Mm.
I work with the competitors in the same time. So and they don't care.
Mm.
So and I remember and because our rehab, this the only rehab that they have TRE providers. The other rehab they don't have. So
Mm.
I've been lucky to introduce TRE to several rehab in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and
Mm.
I was noticing also the changes in the people because TRE became like a essential program for the people for the trauma track people, uh,
Mhm.
trauma track program. So they have other modality in DR, other modality to release the trauma.
Yeah.
Um, but I noticed they find the TRE one of the exciting uh, program because
Right.
it doesn't include talking about the trauma. This doesn't include tears and bad emotion. And I
Right.
used to also play music with the TRE because I wanted to distract the thinking brain so they can
Right.
focus. They're not focusing in, they what their brain tell them. So so they found it is very delightful
Mm.
experience. And I notice also a lot of time a lot of clients coming in the beginning and their language is I think for the first
Right.
4 session or 6 session, and then I feel. You know, so the transformation from I think to I feel, I find very common in the people in the trauma track because in the
Right.
beginning they don't have a touch with their feeling, so it's
Right.
all logical and they try to rationalize even the exercise. So that's one of the common things I found it with the client. They start to be in touch with their feeling and they are comfortable with their body and
Mm.
their trauma too. Uh,
Mm.
I faced a lot of very deep trauma, so from stories from them. They tell their stories voluntarily. I don't ask him to do, but
Right.
and they tell me how TRE changed their life. They change,
Yeah.
detach the feeling from their experience, from the feeling, from the memories, from the stressor, if they find them, and
Yeah.
it's they find it as very fast, healing modality for their
Mm.
emotion. So I like working with them until now. I have a client online. I do work with them. Even before
Right.
2 years now, I restart my work also with the rehab center. Even in Riyadh now, also I work with the rehab center
Yeah.
uh, because
Yeah.
their feedback, make me motivate me more. You know, so
Right.
because I find it very
Wonderful.
helpful.
So right.
Yeah,
So how long were you in Chiang Mai teaching TRE at the rehab center for several years?
I start the program of TRE 2016, and then
Yeah.
I graduated in 2017. So I was working until 2019 in the rehab centers in Chiang Mai. But in 2018, I met Dr. David Perselli for the first time in Bali, Indonesia. I was having the advanced training course,
Mhm.
and he
Yeah.
told me in Arabic, that he was praying to God that he can meet someone from the Middle East to bring him back to the Middle East again, and he was
Right.
his wishes. And I tell him, this is my wishes too. He's like, I wish to bring you
Right.
to Middle East because he spent time in Middle East in his early youth.
Right. He spent a number of years in
Yes,
different parts, I think in
and
Lebanon and
Sudan.
Palestine and different
Yeah.
places. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so he was excited, to come to the Middle East. I told him I will back in 1 year, and I was working with my friend. Also, he was in certification program. Mohammed Salah, he was also in certification program, and he was in Bali with us also.
Right.
He's from Sudan, and but he lives
Yeah.
in Saudi Arabia. So I organized with him that we bring a TRE to the Middle East in 2020. But the
Uh-huh.
COVID happened, you know, and
Right.
but we make it online. We teach the first group of Arab providers in 2020 with the help of Dr. David
Mm.
Perselli, and
Right.
it was the first initiation to TRE in the Middle East. But we were looking forward to come in physical. Uh, but now it's happening in Dubai in the end of May. You're gonna come,
Right.
inshallah,
Right.
and me and Alex and the group also will certified people from Jeddah or Riyadh. They're gonna join us. Also, we have
Right.
TRE provider in Dubai, Candice. Uh, so
Right.
I'm looking forward for this also to introduce the TRE to
Wonderful.
UAE for the first time too. Yeah,
Right.
it's
Yeah. Well, what are the dates for the? Do you know the dates off the top of your head? I know it's the end of May.
yeah,
Hopefully I'm going.
yeah. You're going,
Inshallah.
yeah.
Yep.
Inshallah, you're
Um,
going. Inshallah, yeah. Inshallah, I'm looking forward to work
what
with
are
you
the dates?
in the 27th of May until the 31st.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 5 days workshops. Um, every
Right.
day different population, one for yoga, one for hospital, one for police, one for athletes,
Yeah.
and so by this we're gonna kick off the TRE in UAE, and then we're gonna continue support the providers there and the people they want to join the course in July. We're gonna have a course in July in 19 and 20
Right.
of July, and
Right.
and it's going to be online, so people from Middle East they can join us from Saudi Arabia, from Kuwait, from Egypt, from everywhere. um, so
Yep.
yeah, and I'm looking forward to visit all these countries and do TRE there in person.
Yeah. Me
Yeah,
too. Well,
yeah,
so going back a little bit in time, because you told me that when you met Dr. Berselli at the training in Bali, and you said that you had some big personal experience, but I never heard the details. Would you share just a
all
little
right.
bit about what was your personal experience there?
Personal experience, first time I saw the founder himself teaching TRE and do intervention, uh, the hand intervention, and I see how the body changes. Like, me and my friend, they say this is like magic. He has a magic hands.
Mm,
We touch people, how they change the trauma from part to part, and how the release that's happened. And me and myself
right,
also, first time I released the tongue, you know, with the help of TRE Australia founder, Richmond. He's one of the best people I met there. There was 77 people.
Oh, Richmond was there from Australia.
Yes, yes, and he helps me for the first time.
Okay, great.
Release the tongue.
Yeah,
The first time my tongue is
great.
pull out, and like someone pull it, and also this uh, tongue release helped me to get rid of the shaky voice. Now, if I lost the
Ah,
shaky voice at all, even if I'm lying, I cannot have
interesting.
a shaky voice. Yeah, I cannot have a
Oh, you're
shaky
never
voice.
lying, I'm sure.
I don't lie, But even if uh, I'm
Yeah,
scared, I cannot have the shaky voice.
yeah.
It's gone. It's gone with the release of the tongue,
Mm.
and it was nice experience, and it's a life changing experience. Also, I remember
Well,
I had
was it I've seen the tongue release. I've often, of course, we also see the jaw, tremor and shake very commonly.
right
For you, was it just your tongue, or was it also the jaw, or what
the jaw. It started,
or the
with the
throat?
yeah, and then he asked me to
Yeah.
say some, try to have a breathing with the voice, like
Mm.
having this voice
Yep.
with the inhale and exhale,
Vocalization or making a sound with the
vocalization,
voice. Yeah.
and then
Yep.
find my tongue is out. It's like someone pull it, and it's keep going down, and it's like someone put it down, and I feel it from the roots,
Right.
and it was a
Yep.
different experience. And I remember also the fourth day, because we do TRE twice a day, 20 minutes each. So it's 40 minutes. And Dr. David also asked us, and he suggests that if we find it too much, we can have a break. But I was looking
Yep.
for, yeah, I was chasing my nervous system. So I remember
Right.
the fourth days, I have a nightmare, you know. It's not nightmare. I call it uncomfortable dreams. And that's
Mm.
being introduced to me after doing TRE. It's not nightmare. It's like I've been in situation like a movie, and I've been,
Mm.
in a situation that I do something I don't like. Like for example, in the dream I was justifying for someone. You know, I know I had to be has to be in situation of justifying. So I woke up with
Mm.
with a scream. I don't need to justify for you. You know, uh, and then after that also I noticed that being in a situation to justify something doesn't make me anxious, but before it's make me anxious, like accusing me about being lying if I'm justified for something, you
Mm.
know but
Mm.
now
Mm.
I feel like comfortable to justify, and make the point clear for someone he
Mm.
maybe misunderstood. And this is one
Mm.
of the trauma residue that I release also in that journey. And
Right.
also meeting 77 providers from all over the world, from 23 countries. It was an experience, and everyone he
Mm.
has a background, different religion, different language, and we all shake together, and we have a breakfast, lunch, and it was very beautiful 5 days, and
Right.
it's
Yeah.
changing. I recommend every provider, if he find the opportunity to have advanced training, just to go and
Right.
sharpen your experience. Yeah, it's different. And from
Right.
that, uh, when we talk, we agreed that we do TRE, and that's the day what TRE Arabia born in Indonesia. In 2018 November.
Right.
I booked the website. I was so excited, and we're looking forward to prepare for Dr. David to come to Saudi Arabia in that time.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
and then I went back to Thailand. I stayed 6 months, and then I went back to Saudi Arabia. I started doing TRE in Jeddah, and I
Mhm.
find a nice acceptance from people. I start with the yogis first because it's
Mm,
common language between the yogis and TRE. It's all
mm,
body-based modality. So
mm,
uh, I started doing it in yoga with the collaboration of the yoga studios in Jeddah, and
mm.
a lot of people come in
And Jeddah is on the ocean, right? It's on the
in the
west
west coast,
coast.
the Red Sea, yeah.
Right.
And
Okay.
I grew up in Jeddah. That's why also it's my favorite city. And then I moved
I
to
see.
Riyadh when I in the mid 20s.
I see.
But Jeddah, where I grew up, and my people was there. So I really be thankful for people of Jeddah also for being curious and being open-minded to accept new modality like TRE. Someone asked him to check,
Right.
and they come and trust me, and it was a nice time. Um, People liked it, and then a lot of people also joined the course later on and became a TRE provider, and
Mm,
they now it's become something in Jeddah. It's like yoga and there's TRE, and it's very common now.
right.
People know about it, and
Right.
yeah. But I spent 2 years there, and then I went back again to Thailand and to Chiang Mai um, for other projects, and also continue doing TRE with the rehab centers.
Mm,
And now I just come back one 2 months ago,
mm.
and started also restart the mission again in
Right.
Riyadh. Yeah.
Right. Well, so let's talk just a little bit about the mission and vision for TRE Arabia. I mean, you founded it in 2018, then COVID, and one round of providers have already been certified. I don't know how many, maybe a dozen, or I'm not
Mm.
sure, uh, in your region. But then things quieted down for a little bit, and now there's your goal is to kind of come forward again, not only with this upcoming Dubai training, but then some the next rounds of TRE certification that are going to be focused on the Arabia in general. What's kind of your hope and your vision for how TRE Arabia can unfold? What kinds of people, and well, yeah, what's your vision?
Yeah. From my observation now, I see um, the people they certified. We have 10 people certified in the Middle East now, luckily, and Saudi Arabia,
Okay.
and some of them are physiotherapists, some of them yogis, and some of them come from the corporate background,
Right.
engineers, and it's adding to the TRE experience. We have the different background, and also TRE doesn't have to be background of psychology to join TRE. You can have any walk of life, and you're gonna participate to TRE, and you have experience, and you can offer, and you can gain a lot of experience from other. Also, as in TRE, we learn anyway. We learn from client, we learn from providers,
Mm,
we learn from trainer. We learn every time we experience TRE. Um, but I'm really looking forward to certify people in different walk of life, different
mm.
industry, physiotherapists, psychotherapists, athletes, um, also in doctor and nurses. I have experience also introducing compassion fatigue to two hospitals here, or one of them, big medical city, biggest medical
Right.
city in the Middle East. It's called King Saud Medical City, and we do
Right.
a research for 3 months and with the nurses after the COVID,
Right.
because this medical city was responsible of 50% of the COVID patients, and
Right. Right.
they have a burnout, percentage. So we do a research, and there's a lot of good success stories out of this, and I'm looking forward to like also certify nurses, um, also because it helps them personally and in their profession, and help their
Mhm.
client also. Um,
Right.
Especially also the people they have MS, because we have uh, people in Denmark, TRE Denmark, they have research recently being
Right.
published in people with multiple sclerosis, and I
Mm.
wish to target these people also because they can benefit immediately from TRE. Um, and Also, we have the people they work in NGOs, because there's a numbers of refugees uh, now,
Right.
and war in the region. So it could
Right.
be a good helping tools for the high number, because we cannot have thousands of psychologists to release the trauma of the million of people. Um, so
Yeah.
TRE can
Yeah.
be taught in the group. That's the amazing thing about TRE, that we teach TRE to people to equip them with these tools, and they can take it with them for life, and they can practice it
Right.
themselves. And I find it could be available for everyone, and that's the aim of TRE, is
Right.
to be
Yeah.
available to everyone and accessible. And also, we're looking forward to have TRE Arabia Foundation, so we can target deliver for the people they cannot pay. And
Mm.
yeah, that's one of the projects. Now we started with
Yeah.
Dubai and Abu Dhabi in May,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward also the other other capitals in the region. Um,
Mm.
Maybe I will start with also Cairo after Dubai, um,
Yeah.
because Cairo they have a lot of refugees from Sudan, Iraq, Syria, Yemen,
Right. Yeah.
Palestine,
Yeah.
and and so, and then I can come back again to other countries, maybe Iraq, Kuwait, and then Morocco.
Right.
So also, I'm looking forward to align with French providers to introduce TRE to the North Africa, because French is a second
Right.
language there.
Right.
So we can
Right.
also open the doors for the French providers to access North Africa, and
Right.
we're looking forward to also to certified trainer in the region, so they can
Right.
take the message along with us to the other
Right.
to most people. So we want to spread as much as we can, and through online
Yeah.
and physical. Uh,
Right. Well, something that I like about you, Mohammed, is you have a kind of a wide vision that you can. Sounds to me like you can see how TRE would be very applicable in many different settings, military, hospitals, yoga, athletes, nurses, and I think that's exactly the right kind of thinking. Is
Thank
that
you.
there are many different segments of the pop. I mean, in some ways, anyone, refugee, a business leader, is going to benefit
Right.
from this nervous system work. But I think it's really smart the way that you have a clear eye on some of the different groups that you want to connect with. Regarding the hospitals, that was my same instinct as well during COVID when there was so much pressure and so much demand on the hospital systems. And I was lucky to work with two different hospital groups here in the United States, uh, offering TRE training, partly just as stress relief for the doctors, the nurses, anybody within their system who were active as the frontline COVID responders, but then also training that they could then take it to their staff or even patients. And so I think the hospital systems and nurses, I've worked with nurse teams of nurses, and that can be very effective. In China, which is another area where I supervise some of the trainers there in the founders of TRE China, and they have done a wonderful job of connecting to hospital systems, and so many doctors have been interested. There's even one hospital that is trying to develop a special research center
Mm.
specifically around TRE for ongoing continuous research, which will
Wow.
be excellent if
Yeah.
that can develop. Um, and that theme of compassion fatigue
Right.
for care providers and nurses, that's such a high demand. As you know, because we spoke about it, another good, a different but similar population is first responders. Like we just worked with the New York Fire Department
Mm.
and trained about 5 providers in TRE, with more who we are continuing to train because the firefighters recognize that in that high stress environment, a tool like TRE that can release, help regulate the nervous system, but also build capacity and resilience. And then, as just similar to what you have shared about the rehab center, many of the men that we worked with, we're going to work with some women as well next, but so far it's just been men. But
Mm.
many of them have made the comment, wow, they can release their stress and they can release some events that have happened, and they didn't need to talk about it, or maybe if they wanted to, they talked about it a little bit, but they had the choice. They didn't have to speak about this. And so I think there's many groups, military,
Right.
where that's the real value of the method. But anyway, yeah, just to so I'm
Yeah.
similarly,
The
I'm in agreement
experiences.
that's like thinking about what are these different types of groups that would really benefit from this,
Right.
and that's why no. So I feel very hopeful to play a supportive role to help you with your big
Wow.
work
Thank you.
spreading this within the Arab region. That would be so exciting to see it really succeed and take off.
Yes, thank you for your support. And also, we have similar experience with the hospital, and also I met other providers also when we brainstorming, because we work with
Right,
different people. So when we talk about TRE benefits, uh, we can talk about athletes, army, firefighter, police, doctors, nurses. The list
right,
goes on. How many people they can benefit immediately from TRE, um, because
right,
it's helping them to access this, hacking their nervous system, and with their
right,
work condition, and also one of the my dreams to, because I like football also, and I found it very effective tools also in TRE, healing the
uh-huh,
muscle. As
uh-huh.
a We talk about psychological effect, but the muscle also, in the
Right,
physical
right, right,
aspect, how it release the stretching and or like injuries, muscle injuries, how I release it with
right,
TRE. It's helped
right,
me a lot, and how it's make me grounded even when I play football. It's because it's competitive game. Sometimes you get angry,
right,
you don't want to lose, and sometimes you do some behavior. It's out of your conscious. So, and
right.
and it's affect the way I play also. I play better with TRA.
Mm,
So I want to introduce this to a
interesting.
football player. Before the in time, they used to shake the players manually. Between
Uh-huh.
the two halves, or when they have extra time, they shaking the muscles,
Right.
manually.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, to
Yeah, yeah.
release the tension, and that's
Right.
what I introduce also to athletes. It's like, we you do this vibration. It's like automatically happening, and it's like
Right.
releasing the muscle tension from your the core of your muscle, and it's like massage
Mm.
into your muscles. So it's working. Also,
Hmm.
people have a result of feeling relief after that, the physical aspect.
Right.
And yeah, so it's, TRE for all, it's like, it's not for the people they have trauma only. It helps everyone. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
people, because I work with the rehab center, they think, oh, it's TRE only for the people they have conditions, or mental.
Right.
No, TRE for everyone, to improve your
Right.
well-being, improve your muscles, improve your sleep, improve your communication with people. And
Yeah.
it's like, when they ask me about the benefits, I say benefits is, unlimited benefits. Sometimes you have
Right.
new
Right.
benefits. You can tell us about it, and
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, it's this hard question, to
Yeah.
restrict the benefit of CRE only for deep sleep and, calm nervous
Right.
system and all that, you know, and it's unfair, to only have small list of benefit.
Right. It's
But
limited. It's a limited. Yeah. Yeah. I
yeah,
agree with you. Yeah.
and every time you do TRE, every time it's different. It's like you
Mm.
releasing some uh, some some trauma and tension, and you expand your brain. The gap of the, you make it about releasing, and
Mm.
it's like I remember when I was traveling from Saudi Arabia to Thailand, uh, and then met Lorian. I was assisted her in a workshop, training workshop, and
Right.
also in the training workshop, I have a lot of experience. We see people in model one, how they change in model two, the nervous system.
Right.
They
Right.
come with different nervous
Right.
system. So I
Yeah.
was traveling, and my friends they say, "We're gonna miss you." And then I met Lorian. I say, I feel like being numb. I don't know. People say, I'm gonna miss you. I don't think that I'm gonna miss them that much, and I'm not too excited to meet you too. You know, I don't know what's happened to me. Am I numb? What's happened with Tiari? She told me
Right.
no,
Right. Right.
because you
Right.
find home within yourself. You know,
Mm.
when you find home
Yeah.
within yourself, there's nothing to miss. And
Mm. Mm.
because and that's what I see it, like how I control my emotion, or not how I control emotion. I don't have the urge to, make myself busy all the time. I can be okay by having, peaceful, silent moment without reading book, without watching TV, without watching my phone, you know, just
Mhm.
be with
Mhm.
myself. I be comfortable.
Mhm.
Before I was running for myself. I don't want to be with myself alone, with
Mhm.
my thoughts, because the crazy racing
Right.
thoughts happen. But now I can be with myself without any distraction.
Right.
So I think this is one of the significant things that affect me through my journey, um, to bring me back to myself and be happy within myself, and it's improve my communication with others also. Yeah. So
Mm.
it's
Mm.
beautiful. It's a beautiful
Wow.
journey, and yeah.
It is a beautiful journey. Well, what's so fun, and you're speaking to it, but when being a provider, if you get to work with many people, or as a trainer, teaching many people, or even like in this podcast, for example, not all of the episodes are about TRE, but maybe half of them are with TRE people. But to me, what's so fascinating is, of course, I've had my own personal experiences with TRE, or else why would I work with it so much? But now, uh, to me, it's remarkable to hear so many different stories, different experiences. Like even just hearing you today, these few examples of uh, that now you can just be with yourself without trying to distract, or you can communicate with others without feeling that social anxiety or the people pleasing part. So it's like I love hearing your particular what happened for you, and to me, what's so exciting being in the TRE world is you hear hundreds of these stories of everything from a physical injury to
mm,
processing grief, or but the kinds of changes that you hear about. And you're right that we can be surprised. It's like, oh well, that's a new one. I've never heard that one before. It's
right,
always fun to hear a new example
right,
of something that has been affected or influenced through
right.
TRE. But anyway, it's never boring. That's what I like about it. I sometimes I can get bored a little bit easily sometimes,
Mm.
but with TRE, I'm not bored. It's always interesting. It's always new in a way.
New stories every time, and and also people at the beginning are like, with the way they accept the TRE, the thinking brain, how is it operated, you know, with the shaking, and they
Right,
try to question it. This is mine doing this or not? This is gonna
right,
work, or how this shaking is gonna release my trauma, you know?
right,
And at the beginning and the end
right,
of session, that's what's as you said, I never get bored from teaching TRE, because every time it's gonna be
right,
new stories and new, um, what we call it, the result that happens to people. It gives us a lot of motivation. When they say thank you, I say
mm,
thank your body and thank your brain that help you to do this.
right,
And no, it's thank you, and
right,
I feel it genuinely thanks from people, and I like, working with people, help them to connect with themselves, help them to help themselves, and it's a noble
right.
job, and I find it very, I don't want to replace it with and it's delightful too, because
Right.
working with people, if they, like, session of, listening to their trauma, sometimes it's
Right.
going to be burnout after a
Yeah,
couple
it
of
can
years.
be it can be very heavy, of course. Right,
Yeah,
right.
but Yari, you don't
Yeah,
need to, to carry their burden, and it's
right,
positive, positive experience for you and them. Yeah. So
right.
yeah, I encourage everyone,
Wonderful.
to try it. It's it's in your body. It's like that.
Great.
You know, um, I hear who said that we don't do TRE. TRE does us. That's Richmond Heath. Yeah,
Mm,
because TRE does us.
mm,
We
mm.
don't do TRE. TRE is planted in
Right.
our system. Yeah,
TRE happens. TRE does us.
TRE
Yeah, yeah,
happens. Yeah,
that's right.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
that's wonderful. Oh, well, Mohammed, I'm so excited to have met and be working with you on these few projects. Let's one more time just explain the upcoming events. So there's a 5-day TRE workshop open to everyone, based in
yes,
Dubai, beginning May 27th. Is that correct?
right. 27, we're gonna have in Kayan Yoga Center or Wellness Center, and it's
Right,
open for
right,
everyone.
yep,
And we're gonna have
right,
other we're gonna have with the hospital, and with one day for
right,
hospital, one day with the athletes, and one day with the police,
right,
and one day
right.
open for
Wonderful.
public. Yeah.
Right.
So
Perfect. And
today,
and so that will be with Dr.
Dr. David Persele himself,
Right,
and we have five providers
right,
from Saudi Arabia, and we have uh, TRE Dubai also. So five. We have
right,
Rana Gazaz, and we have Ithar, and Ithar Zahir. We have Hela and Muhammad Sadiq, okay, and me from Saudi Arabia,
yep,
and we have Candice from Dubai,
right.
TRE Dubai. So we,
Mm,
along with you and Dr. David, we are 8 people bringing TRE to Dubai and Abu
right,
Dhabi, and
right.
yeah, we're gonna do it in the group setting. So
So if anyone's listening here who's in or near Dubai or wants to travel in the region, this will be a big multidisciplinary kind of a workshop with these different populations. So first, it's the first public TRE training of this kind with these different audiences that I've heard of. So it's kind of an exciting
yes,
event. And then in July, you and I will work together to do a Module 1 certification training for the Arab region, all online,
Right,
and in English.
right. And in English, yes. Like the
What are the
first one,
dates? What are the
the
dates for
dates
the
for
July module one?
19th and 20th of July, 19 July and 20 is going to be 2 days.
Right,
Um, the one day is 6 hours, one day 7 hours, 1 hour break, lunch break. So
right. Yep,
it's going to be Friday and Saturday. Uh, Usually it's holiday here, and Friday and afternoon.
right,
Um, so it's going to be open for everyone. It's uh, Middle East, um,
right.
because it's going to be online. And this model one and model two is going to be after 1 month and a half from model one,
Right.
and it's going to be online
Yeah.
too, 2 days. And there's model three
Yeah.
also. And through that, we have the supervision sessions online. It's going to be also,
Right.
or in person if I find a provider in Saudi Arabia or nearby Dubai, so we can meet up also. And I'm looking
Great.
forward to deliver more knowledge to the area and certify more TRE provider, because the population is big and we need more provider in the area, more trainer in the area,
Right.
and and also it's like because we can do it in online. So I'm looking forward to have different experience from different countries also in the Arab region and different walk
Right.
of life.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's
Wonderful.
I'm really excited, to
Oh,
work with you also and the potential trainee also,
right.
and hear their stories.
Great.
Uh, One of the
Wonderful. Okay, good.
trainee,
And we'll put the information. Yeah, we'll put the information for these two events in the show notes below, so it should be easy to register and learn more.
yeah,
And Mohammed, we'll put your email and contact information and the
thank you.
social media, all that stuff, so that we can find you easily. But
Yes,
Mohammed, it's been a real pleasure. Thank you so
thank
much
you,
for taking
thank you,
time for this conversation.
thank you very much,
All
thank
right.
you very much. I'm looking forward to meet you soon in the way. Yeah,
Likewise.
yeah, thank you.